I want to welcome all of us back to Biblical Hebrew class. I am Dr. Akinola. I am your tutor for this class, and I also want to appreciate you for following the lectures, for liking the video, for subscribing, and for commenting. And I also want to tell us how we can improve on this. Whatsoever area you have problems or concerns, you can always comment and ask questions. I am going to put my WhatsApp number at the end of the shop so that you can know how to contact me and we can go on to improve. Now, we have been taught the Hebrew alphabet. We know that to make sounds, you need alphabets or you need vowels. Like you have KK, originally Hebrew language was written without vowels. But I told you Masoretic scholars invented what we call vowels. Now let me give you an example, and I want you to tell me exactly what I've written on the board. Hebrew is written from right to left. If you can tell me what this stands for. Okay, let me bring it down a little so that we can do what we have to do with this. Look at this. Can anyone tell me what this stands for? In Hebrew language, every letter is written without space. Each word is written without spacing. Everything is jammed together without vowels, and there are no small or capital letters. So all you have is in block letters, no lowercase or whatsoever. Everything is block. So what is written here, if anyone can read, but what it stands for is TH, which is the next one is
not even push.
Is my shepherd. So the question is, how could people in the Old Testament in those days, how were they able to read this as the Lord is my shepherd? So to make pronunciation and reading easier, the scholars called Masoretic scholars invented what we call pointings as Hebrew vowels. Now, you have both short vowels and the long vowels. Under the short vowels, you have 5 vowels. Then under the long, you have 7 vowels. And I want us to learn this. Now, the first one is patar. I want to repeat patar. I want to repeat patar.
Patar.
Again, patar.
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 This is the form, this is the name, and this is the transliteration in the stand for an A. The next one is segol. Everybody say segol.
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 That's the form, this is the name, and it stands for an E. Then you have the next one, which is just a dot. It's called erect.
Erect.
Which stands for an I. Next one is kilbos.
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 Kilbos. And it stands for U. Then the fifth one is kames atov. This is the form. It's kames atov. O. It's an O. Kames atov O. So you have patar, segol, erect, kilbos, and kames atov. Let's say it. Patar.
Patar.
Segol.
Segol.
Erect.
Erect.
Kilbos.
Kilbos.
And kames atov. Those are the 5 vowels we have under short vowels of Hebrew. Then moving ahead now, we have the long vowels. Now, the first thing that will surprise you is that you have this sign, this form, as kames, standing for an A. And you have the same thing under short vowel as O. This is going to be explained to you later. But just make sure you are able to understand or identify these forms and how to use them. Patah, segol, erect, kibus, and kames, atof. Here, the same sign which is kames atof over there is just a kames, and it stands for an A. Now, on top of each of these vowels, under long vowels, of these forms, under long vowels, each one has a kind of sign on top of them. We have under long vowels, the vowel we call just long vowels, and we have those who are called long vowels. Now you have kames standing for an A. The green line on top of it stands for the fact that it is a long vowel. Then you have sere. The long line, green line on top of it shows that it's a long E. Then erect is a long E. Then you have erect yod. Now you see that erect yod is a combination of erect and yod, combination of an erect and yod, which is one of the Hebrew letters, which is one of the Hebrew alphabets. So it makes it a long vowel. So the sign on top of it shows the long. Instead of just a straight horizontal line, it has two vertical lines that are slanting and touching at the top. So because you have erect yod, it's a long vowel. Sere yod is a long vowel. Full olem is an olem or erect along with the letter waw. So we call it full olem. Some people prefer to call it olem waw. That is the olem and the waw. Then the next one is surek, which stands for Jew. It's also a long vowel. Then the final one there, which is the seventh vowel there, is olem, which some people prefer to call short olem. And the sign, green sign under it shows that it's just a short, a long vowel, not a long vowel. Now, I want us to do something. For example, let me write my name. This is my name in English lettering, or Yoruba, as the case may be. You have Olusonya. How do we write this in Hebrew? The first thing you think about is what letter stands for O. And in a word in Hebrew, a vowel cannot start a word. So you bring in a letter like an aleph, which I told you does not stand for anything in real sense. You have olu, if you say olu, so you have an O. This is the olem. Then followed by lamed, olu. Then you can use, I'm trying to use, can you see that? Kibos, which is a U. Then you have an S, samek. Then you put a patah, olusonya, which is an A. Then the nun. Then what we call simple shua, you'll be getting to know this with time. Then yod, kames, and let me put an A here. This is how Olusonya should be written in the Hebrew language. I know for some of you this sounds or seem very complex, like it's a magic, or like I'm writing a kind of Chinese lettering. But let me rub off the short. Let me show us how each of these is used. You want to say, you have patabiche, and let's use as our basic letter as kaf, which is a K. This is kaf, K. So you want to say ka. So you want to say ka. Let me rub this off so that I can get it better. You want to say, let's use K. You want to say ka. Using the short vowels, this is what you write. Kaf. Then the patah stays under. This is ka. Then let's write K. Let me make it bolder. let's say this is number 1, this is number 2. You know you are writing Hebrew from right to left. Now, Ralph, K, the vowel stays under. This stands for number 3. Let us write key. You still use the same word, letter calf. The erect stays under. So this is what you have as key. Then you want to write ku. You still use the word, the letter calf. You have this. The kibu stays under. So you have ku. So let's write ka, ko, ko. You still use the same calf as the letter, as the basic letter. Then you have kames under, kames atof under. So what you have is a ko. So let's look at it all over. The foundation, the primary letter we use is kaf, which is a K. So when you say ka using short vowel pattern, you have kaf. Let me make it bolder. You have kaf with a pattern. So most of the time, all of the time, every short vowels of Hebrew language, of Hebrew letter, stays under the consonant it governs. So when you have kaf, you have kaf, you have ka, you have kaf, then pattern. This is the pattern, vowel pattern, which stands for an A. Then you have K. This is kaf. Then you have the God under the kaf. You want to use erect now, making key. You have kaf, and the dot erect stays under. Then you want to have ku, just like you write it here. The kaf is the primary letter. Then the vowel kubus, which is a U, stays under. Then you have ko. You write kaf. Then the kamesh stays under. So when we talk about vowels, especially short vowels, they stay under the consonants. They stay under the consonants. So you have ka, ke, ki, ku, and ko. Let me just write it on top so you can get this is ka, this is ke. Yeah, this is K, this is ki, this is ku, and this is ko. You just draw a line for you to be able to get what we are seeing here. So that is the way we use the vowels of the short vowels. Always stay under the letter it governs. Now let's come to the long vowels. Kames, let's use the word tau. Let's use the word tau, the letter tau. Let's use the letter tau as the basic letter. You have tau, which is a T. You want to say ta here. If you want to say ta, you write it this way. The kames stays under. You want to write K, the T, the sere stays under. Then what I want to write T, part of it stays under, the rest of this stays up. I hope you can understand what I'm doing here. This is ta, this is T. So if you must transliterate this, you have T, A, then the sign stays. The green sign stays to show you that is a long vowel. In this case, you want to write T, So write, you transliterate this way, then you put to show that it's a long vowel. Now in this case now, you have T is an I, but the sign of the long glong stays on top of it. When you come to say yod, you have part of it under and you have part of it up. So what you have here is tau and sereyod. In case of full olem, when you have tau, it stands this way. This one is T. T, long. Then in Surek, you write it this way. Then they use stands, which is equal to T, it's equal to 2. Then this one stays on top, which is toe. Let me explain something here for us to make it easier. I said, like I use it here, all of the short vowels stay under the consonants. But when it comes to long vowels, some do stay under, some do stay naturally as, they stand naturally as a full consonant, and some do stay, some part of it will stay under, some part on top, and some will stay on top. For example, when you have kames, kames stays under, sere stays under, irekyod, let me draw a line, irekyod, it shows that one part will stay under like this, then the rest will stay up. Let me use another pen for you to understand. This is irekyod. So all of this is just an I. Tau, then make it te, sere, yod. Te. No, te. No, this one is different. Te, sere, yod. This is just an E. Then when it comes to full olem, the full olem will stand fully. So you have two, to. No, you have to. For example, let me just write it here. You want to put, let me use the T here. You have tau, this stays under. You have tau, this stays under. You have tau here. Some part stays under, some part stays on top. The rest stays under, yod stays up. You have te here. This one stands together. This one stands together, but this one stands on top. Olem normally stands on top. So you have ta, te, ti, te, to, tu, and to. So what you have is this T-A, T-E, T-I, T-E again, but long, T-O, long, then T-U, long, then T-O, just long. So you need to define the position of each. This kame stays under, sere stays under, irekyod, some part stays under, some stands fully. Sereyo, a part stands under, a part stands upright. Full olem or olem wow it stands as a full consonant on itself. It does not stand under. Then surek stands exactly like a full letter, but olem stands on top. So you have ta, te, ti, te, to, to. So the question is, why is it that on dash long vowels you have more than one E and more than one O? As we continue to learn, you will get to understand why this is so. But first of all, you need to learn what are the vowels of Hebrew. So we have under short vowel, pata, segol, ires, kibus, and kames out of O. Under long vowels, we have kames, sere, irekiod, seriod, full olem, surek, and olem. Now, to be able to understand fully your Hebrew, all you need to do is to learn. Take time to study over and over. And as many of you that are interested in the textbook that I use for this course, it is called a practical Hebrew grammar, and it's written by a professor called Wayne Green. So if you are interested, let me know. I will send it to you via the WhatsApp. I have it, the soft copy. I'm going to forward it to you on your WhatsApp so that you can use it to learn along with me as we study on this channel, Hebrew letters. With time, I'm also going to give you some vocabularies so that you'll be able to use some of the Hebrew words to greet. For example, if you want to greet good morning, you will say Yom Tov, Yom Tov. You want to greet good evening, you say Erev Tov, Erev Tov. But you have to start first by learning the consonants and the vowels of Hebrew so that it will be easy for you to identify letters, then identify words, and pronounce comfortably. So I welcome you once more, and I know that as you follow me, this language will become very easy for you. You are welcome. God bless you.